These are really foul sort of what you, because you talked about it earlier, you said you got bored.
Mhm.
I'm a person, I get bored. After 3 years, I'm like, all right, I'm bored. So it's interesting, how do you keep from getting bored? I mean, you find things I know that interest you, but it sounds like you are always looking for new things too. Are you always looking, or does it just come to you on an idea, or?
I am always looking, and in many cases, I'm getting to, I'm trying. And now I have much experience, so I try. I don't hesitate to try because I know how to withdraw, how to stop. Yeah.
You said very interesting thing now. I know when to stop or when to withdraw. So you also said some companies are worth pushing forward, some companies are not worth enough to do something different. How do you make the decision? What is the thing that make you make the decision? This is company I'm going to fight for. This company better let it go.
At the time, when I had to borrow the money from the bank, yeah, the realistic way, but the borrowing money is different, completely different from the fund from the investors. You have to return the money, the borrowing money, every month. It's a duty, and the life change. Your life changed dramatically, and it was much more stressful, and it affects your mental health. And I try to keep my mind always healthy, and to keep my sound mind. And that's a point at which I make a decision. When I feel I'm sick or I'm a little bit insane, or I think about always borrowing money, I stop. Because if you think about always, cash flow is the most important thing in a business, as you know, the experienced person. The cash flow management is the most important thing. And if you cannot think about your future business plan or the next step of your business because of cash flow management, you'd better stop your business because that business won't grow anymore. That's the point. Yeah.
It sounds too like a lot of what you're saying is to really kind of listen to your intuition.
Yeah.
To trust your body and you know what I mean, you listen to
Yes,
yourself.
that's kind of intuition you have to keep will be brought by your surrounding people, your family, your old friends. That's why you have to keep such people to be healthy in your mind, to make the healthy decision. That's the most important advice I can give you from experience. That's why, because sometimes I feel mad about many things, or employ some problem. Such kind of thing. Every day you will have, every kind of problem. Maybe some employee take your money or take your products or run away from the office. Everything happens. But if you are you have sound mind, sound heart, you can make a good decision, right decision. That's the most important thing. If you are mad, that's over.
And how do you keep your mind sound and heart healthy? Any tips for this? For me.
Maybe I have a very, very good friend to talk with about a different thing than business. Maybe talk about I don't know the book or the picture, the cinemas or art.
So you keep yourself away from the
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, thank you. I have been an employee all my life, and now at the age of 56, I'm attending this Women Economic Forum and thinking, maybe this entrepreneurship is something I can venture into. Yes. And I get that sometimes it comes naturally for young people like you who just knows, well, I want to do something on social entrepreneurship and I need to have the money to do it, and it comes and you are able to do it. And I also get that it's something to do with how to ensure that you're having money flowing in a way that does not distort your mental capacity or even your physical capacity. And I get that it's like a game with money, but also enables you not to be bored, but can also enable you to do great things like the ones that you're thinking of, giving employment to the retirees, where I'm going to be the next couple of years. Yeah. So I'm very, very excited. And when I saw this topic, be your own captain in uncharted waters. First of all, that fascinated me, that there are uncharted waters out there. Yeah. And you can be your own captain. And then what do you need to be an entrepreneur? So I got that this forum is going to give me whatever I need to go out into those uncharted waters and be an entrepreneur. So I'm really, really excited to hear your life stories. But tell me honestly, do you think I have any hope, or I should settle and retire as an employee?
You can start your business in a very small size, and you try. And you will change or you will adjust your business plan every day. Not too large, but you can try.
Yeah, I can I?
Yeah.
So I was mentioning this point about when is the right time to start your business, and I had talked about that. Like, if you know who you are and what you want, age or finances or anything should not stop you. And I would recommend that if you have realized it now is the time. You just need to have that faith, that believe in yourself, and I think that I believe that there will be resources and opportunities that you have to keep looking for and then hitting that as soon as they come, and you will win the game. You should definitely try.
Wait, you get this wisdom at 28?
Yeah, we are all impressed.
Thank you.
May I add something?
Yes.
I do a lot of work with career transition. So I'm thinking that one of the things that we've discovered in the work we do is that you want to try it. So you don't have to drop everything you're doing today and try it in a scary jumping off the cliff. You can, if you're having your vision of what you want to do, then start it small. But you don't necessarily even have to stop your salaried job for now. Okay, and then your risk is much lower. You control what you can, you control the risks you can control. You start it up, you find the vision, you build it, and the day you are ready to jump off the cliff, you've had a little longer salary, and you know you're ready to go in what you're doing. So please, do it.
All the best.
Thank you.
Everything is possible. If, for example, I can be an employee tomorrow, it's possible. It's my choice. So I don't think there are two type of people, entrepreneur. That's a very dangerous kind of way of thinking. It's not. Entrepreneur is good, but it's one of the choice of your life. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think we were talking about in previous sessions the idea of compartmentalizing.
Yeah.
And that you really can't compartmentalize. We try to do that in life, is separate. This is my work self, this is my home self, this is my woman self, and we're only one self, and we're always looking to dichotomize instead of integrating our lives and seeing ourselves as one whole being doing all of these things.
Yeah.
It's really important. Well, I'd like us to say thank you to Lanya and Yukiko. Very inspiring. I think we've got a startup, and That's how much info you have to give. Thank you. There is one more session here if anybody wants to know. It's called the Tryst to Dance in Healing. Dance and Healing.
Dance and healing.
Do you want to take a picture, folks? Come on up and we'll take a shot.
Let's take a picture. Yeah. Can we get
Come on
You know what? I'm going to squeeze us a little bit better here.
People
Here we go.
In front of me.
Is everybody?
That's true.
Okay, look at camera. Wait, hold it.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Just one second.
Yes.
Yes, look at.
No, they want to take one more picture.
Beautiful women, I cannot even imagine. I feel like in a sea of women. So even but tomorrow we're going to really join. I'm going to really tell the story of what was wrong and right. Tomorrow after 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Around 5. I've done it always secret. All my lyrics, all my sort of workshop of kids that were wrong, they were corrected, and I went from bad to good. So I'm going to give you some real tips on how to do it. Tomorrow is great. So 5 p.m. and it's called Changes Essential There are some things she said over there. Yes. So it's on the lines tomorrow. Yeah.
She did it this morning. I'm going to try and get it. Yes. It's really frustrating because it's too early. There were people there. So I'm going to see if we can get a slot to do it later in the week and more of these sessions.
I feel like positive.
Yeah, very nice.
You want to dance?
Thank you.
I'd love to dance. Can't you tell? Talent. Yeah, we can. We can just see what it is.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Komal Shah.
So, hi everyone, I'm Komal Shah. I'm from India and I'm a healing artist, and I'm here to share exactly like how through music, movements, dance, different kinds of hand gestures, breath work and affirmations, we can really connect to our own inner self and tap into our unlimited potential, and we connect to our 7 emotional centers, which is called 7 chakras in our human body. So how through these different styles and different movements, sound therapy, affirmations, we can connect to our most sticky beliefs, which are we at a conscious level are not ready to release it. But through dance and through music, through sound, we can easily accept and receive that energy and allow that energy to flow within us and release all that negativity which doesn't serve us. So today I'm just going to introduce something. I wanted a very interactive session because it's all about dancing and music and experience. So instead of just hearing me, I would love to hear everyone to experience that little bit of shift you can make today. So we have like 7 emotional centers, and I'm going to talk about the root, the base chakra. So in Sanskrit it is called Muladhara, but it's a first emotional center and it has all the issues connected to our stability, our support system, our grounding. So anything to do with survival issues or fear of survival, or you're challenging something in your reality where you can't deal with the situation, or how to be grounded, or some kind of money issues. We have all these issues lined up over there. And sometimes we are not ready to accept where have we taken these issues from. We may have made these belief systems from our childhood. We have perceived it from our subconscious mind. When we were a child, maybe just we overheard that money comes only to me after struggle. So we have programmed something in our subconscious mind. Okay, I'm going to only receive money only if I'm going to struggle. So let me struggle and then receive money. So certain programs we have fed in our first emotional center, and we keep on challenging ourselves that how do I release this? And how do I always be in that cycle to receive money? So first I need to struggle and then I have to receive money. So here I'm going to discuss about how grounding, stability, support system, relationship issues, survival issues, we can clear them and allow us to flow through sound and through movements, through breath work, through affirmations. So I'll give you a small questionnaire. I hope everybody is interested in it. Okay, thank you. So this questionnaire talks about the base chakra, the root chakra. You can just quickly go through it and fill it. And this is about like what challenges you are going through in your daily life. You don't have to discuss it to anyone. It's for you to identify your own belief patterns, because you're here just identifying it then. And then I want to make you experience the movements, the sounds, the breath work and the affirmations, how you can experience it. And after that, how do you see yourself again with the same questions? What do you feel that you connect and you resonate the same way? So you can take your time, fill it up, and we'll take it further. So once you're done, like, I just want to even add on that this is something which, it's a beautiful concept, because we know that the body will never lie. You might hesitate in talking, You might hesitate in identifying your own negative belief systems, but the body will show up. So for me, I do understand that the body knows where it is, where the problem is, and it's going to show up manifested. Because every thought, every emotion ultimately manifests into a disease. And we know that we have like two brains, left side and the right side. We have the logical side and the creative side. So everything is so beautifully designed in our human body that we have two hands, two eyes, two feet. Everything is two. So we know the main reality, to understand that we breathe left, we inhale. No, we can't just inhale and we cannot forget to exhale. It doesn't work for us. So it's always about inhaling and exhaling. So it's always about giving and receiving. So it is always about, in your life, everything is balanced. So the dance is a movement where we never dance with only one side. Can we? No, we can't. So we have to learn to make our body program in a such a way that what I do at the right, I am doing the similar action at the left. What I am doing and expressing myself from the right, I'm expressing myself from the left. So I'm teaching my mind that everything has to work in balance. Everything is a balance. So dance is a beautiful medium which teaches us to have balance in all areas of your life, not only in certain movements or at a body level, but at a mind level. So basically this entire program is about how we can connect to mind and body synergy, like how we can teach our mind, our subconscious mind, through our consciousness, how we can make certain movements, teach our subconscious mind that everything what we do at a body level, we are learning and integrating some kind of habit in my subconscious level. So if I have to just show you a small example.
If I'm having this, I usually in India when we say hello and hi, we join our hands like this. And we say namaste, or whenever we go down to our deity, our goddess or our god, we do this and we make sure we bend our neck. But why do we do this? There is science to everything. So when we take our right hand and our left hand, and when we join our palms, there are different chakras and elements on my left and my right, which connect to my right brain and my left brain, my entire right and my left, the feminine and the masculine. So the moment I connect to this, I'm completely in alignment with my own self. And when I do this, and when I bend my neck, I'm detaching from all the ego, the resentment, the anger, the pride from the world, and surrendering myself to the divine. So that is the time the connection with the divine is happening, and that is the time we are manifesting our dreams or our prayers or whatever we ask or we want to connect with the divine. So every action, this is a small mudra, a small action which I do called the Namaskar mudra. So I'm a classical dancer, and for me every dance movement, every dance step, every mudras, it has some kind of connection with our body and our mind. We are balancing our 5 elements when we are performing certain mudras, which are helping us to deal with a lot of ailments like diabetes, thyroid. Of course, we have to perform in a proper way, and in the formation of the mudras have to be for a specific time. So when we do that, we are learning to balance certain elements, the fire, the air, the space, the earth element in us. So that is how we are developing some kind of shifts and different kind of shift of energy within us. So today, as we are talking about the base chakra, the first emotional center is about grounding, the stability in the ground. How to be accepting the planet, how to be on this earth. Being on the earth, we have to learn to deal with the reality, to see the reality, to cope up with the reality. That comes of having a complete balance of giving and receiving. we can't just always give and not receive. I mean, that's how we sometimes struggle. This is your thought processes right now before we do some kind of a movement or some kind of breath exercise or some kind of affirmations or hearing the sound. Coming to the music, what I'm going to play is the sound, the music, which is being composed in such a way where our first emotional center is connected. Like the Hindustani raga, the rag, the sur, the beat, the rhythm. Aligning back itself and starts spinning by itself. It understands the rhythm of that song. Because in India we play tabla drum, like. So that sound coming from that is completely connecting to your first emotional center. And the beat